So, Naeem, when was the last time you went to the doctor?
No, 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Have a beer. Cheers. Cheers. You got to crack it.
Oh, love that sound. I wish you guys could hear
You
it.
can't hear it. It's the best sound in the world. Before we talk about our doctor visit, a little fun fact for you.
What you got?
Men with shaved heads are perceived as an inch taller and 13% stronger than men with hair.
Damn. Killing
There
the
you
game.
go. We just got taller and stronger.
I gotta talk. Well, you don't need it. I need it.
You got the strength, though. I need the strength.
Let's
Let's
see,
meet in the
that's what I
middle.
work.
I'll give you part of my height to give me part of your biceps.
Nope.
Okay. You can't have my
Short and jack, or
tall, slightly taller and not quite as jacked.
slightly taller.
I'm not that much taller than you.
You're 6'5".
Yeah.
I'm 5'7".
I was trying to be nice.
You're almost a damn foot taller than me. Yeah.
We haven't been on in a couple weeks. We both had some things going on. I've had some things going on. Naeem's been on vacation.
And work. I work too.
Vacation.
Mostly.
Yeah,
Vacation. What happened with you?
So the whole, when was the last time you went to the doctor thing, right? So for me recently I'll tell a little story. Back in January, I went and saw a primary care physician. I have not been to a doctor prior to January in a decade unless something was wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
Not going for checkups. I didn't feel bad ever. Didn't feel like I had anything going on, so I never went.
A decade?
It was something like that.
It's a long time.
Long enough that I can't remember how long it had been. I'll put it that way.
Right.
So I'm guessing 10 years.
Okay.
Before. So
go keep talking. I'm I'm Chat GPT and stuff.
So, long story short, as most men do, we're very stubborn and we're not going to go to the doctor unless something is immediately bothering us. And even then, we're going to try to wait it out a couple weeks to see if it gets better. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the doctor. No reason other than I'm getting older, wanted to get some primary care established. Doctor sends me to get a blood work to kind of establish to see where we're at.
Yep. Get a baseline. Gotta know where we are.
So that blood work returned some levels of a couple of enzymes that were not good.
Liver enzymes?
Liver enzymes that were not good. It's an ALT number.
Yeah.
Mine was elevated.
Usually,
the liver enzyme.
Yeah, usually people attribute that to alcohol.
Correct. So I will get there.
Okay.
This triggered another. Keep in mind, I had no symptoms, no signs, nothing wrong with me to make me think something's wrong with my liver.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. So that prompts another visit to go get an ultrasound on my liver. This ultrasound revealed some buildup on my liver. That's all I knew at the time, was that it was fat had built up on my liver.
Okay.
This is what the first ultrasound revealed.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some more blood work done, and there was another enzyme that was too high. It is can't remember the name of it, but it was another liver enzyme that was also elevated. So now I have two that are elevated.
Mm-hmm.
Go to a liver specialist. He does another kind of ultrasound that's pinpointed on the liver.
What's the name of a liver specialist? Come on, you got it. Do it.
Liver specialist.
No.
Liver specialist.
Hepatologist, isn't it?
Doctor, liver specialist.
Hepatologist. I don't know.
I don't either, and you're probably right. It sounds right. I don't know. I'm so new to this, I don't even know. So the point of all this, at the end of the day, I end up...
Or maybe it's a gastroenterologist.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Because they work with like kidneys and livers and stuff like that.
That's why he's the brains of the operation. Because he knows stuff.
Sometimes.
I call it Dr. Liver.
Liver doctor.
And he knows the answer. Point of all this, to make a kind of long story short, this is all happening, by the way, over about a 3-month period.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, I get diagnosed with stage 3 liver steatosis, which is a fancy way of saying fatty liver disease, which is very common. Mm-hmm. It's about 25 to 30% of the population has it. Most people don't know. And basically what it means is more than 60% of my liver is covered with fat.
So how do you get that?
So you get that from a lot of ways. It can be related to other things such as diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, can also be inherited, can be genetic to where you're just going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
In my case, that's mine.
That's mine too.
Yours too?
Yeah.
How are you getting along?
Yeah.
Oh, yours isn't on vibrate today, huh?
No.
Interesting.
No, I'm being yelled at. She's been calling me Matt lately.
Because it's been on?
Yeah, she's like, hey, Matt, silence yourself.
So mine is related to poor diet choices my whole life,
Okay.
not caring what I eat. Now, there is another kind that's a little more probably known, and that's alcoholic fatty liver disease that is directly tied to alcohol.
Which I probably have.
I would say not. And the reason I would say not is because you would have the gut that you don't have.
Oh, okay.
Because the fat is not going away from where it's supposed to go away from. Right?
So what have we learned?
So what we learned, long story short, I caught it early enough that it could be reversed. Had I not gone to this appointment and found this out, it could have been advanced to fibrosis. Once you're in fibrosis, your chances of reversing it are not great.
How many stages are there of fibrosis? One more?
3.
Oh, and
I'm
you're
in
in
the last one before fibrosis.
Okay, so this will get your ass in gear time.
Correct.
Okay.
Caught it in time that I can reverse it. Lifestyle changes, mostly diet, right? A lot of learning about what I can eat, what's really bad for us, which is something that's extremely eye-opening to somebody that's never cared about it. I know this is something you have obviously tracked, like what you're eating, what you're putting in your body. I never did.
Mm-hmm.
So once I started researching what I could eat and couldn't eat, it's horrifying.
You were all in the you shouldn't eat guy.
Correct. And when you really start breaking down, because they tell you, you can't eat any trans fats. My saturated fats are supposed to be limited to 15 to 20 grams a day. I got to stay away from sugar, right? So anything that is sweet or tastes good, you're pretty much not allowed to eat. And anything with shelf life of longer than a couple days is bad because of the preservatives and additives for what
right,
because your liver can't digest it properly.
I will say this too, not even just for what you have, just for good health and wellness and what you're in longevity in general. If it comes in a bag or a box, it's bad for you.
Correct. That's what I've learned.
Yeah. But so you said a whole bunch of $1 million words there, phrases, trans fats, saturated fats,
monounsaturated fats, polyunsaturated fats.
So for the guy or gal on the other end that's listening right now, they're like, okay, way too difficult. They may be battling with weight issues themselves, thinking like, okay, I was listening to Matt Naeem and I think I might need to go get my butt in gear. But he just said a whole bunch of things in a different language I don't understand. So help them understand.
Fast food, stop eating it.
Yeah.
That was probably, they can't tell exactly what happens to cause it. There's a lot of things, but not paying attention to your diet and what you're eating is what's going to be the problem. So number one thing is cut out fast food. I cut out fast food 7 weeks ago and haven't turned back.
How you feel?
I feel better.
Yeah.
I've lost, I think, 12 pounds in 7 weeks.
Yeah. So for those of
just
you
by
watching,
dieting, right?
Hadn't touched the weight and watching the gym.
Correct.
Just food.
This is just a food change. The exercise is next.
Yeah.
But this is just a food change.
Right.
So anything fast food's bad. Anything fried is bad. So your bacon, all this stuff, right? That's what leads to those unsaturated fats and all that.
Bacon, though?
It's the frying of it. So if you bake it like in the oven, that's different.
What if I put it on my Blackstone?
Why is it a Blackstone?
Because it's not a white stone.
Why? Because it's bigger.
I didn't want the white stone.
What?
I already have a white wife.
So yeah, but Blackstone is frying it.
Damn it.
But
I
will
got
say
that
this.
thing and I've been putting everything on.
I don't want to go too far into this because it is a lot. So the point of what I'm trying to say is go to the doctor, get yourself checked out.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because I did not for a really long time. Luckily, this liver disease that I have was caught in time. I can reverse it. I could definitely slow it down. Reversing will take some time, but it takes dedication. Yeah. And men don't like to go to the doctor. There was nothing wrong with me when I went. Right. I did not go because I was feeling a certain way or looking a certain way.
Well, yeah, women go to the doctor way more. I know. I mean, they sneeze and they're like, oh, gotta go to the doctor.
So my diet, put it in perspective a little bit to really answer your question, was I eat fast food because it's convenient, right? Especially when you're working, you got kids going to sports or whatever. It's easy to stop at Burger King on your way home and grab a burger. if you're serious about your health, you got to stop doing that. White bread and deli meat. So like that deli meat that you get.
You're giving me problems about the Blackstone, and you said no more white bread?
Well, I did go to brown bread.
Hey, good.
But so when you go,
diverse.
call for diverse. When you go to Kroger's and you buy your loaf of white bread, and to buy the deli selection sliced meat that's prepackaged, and you think, oh, this is healthy. Yeah, it's not.
No, deli meat's horrible.
Deli meat is one of the most bad things you could put in. Again, I didn't know this. Now I do, along with white meat. So it's whole wheat bread now for me. 100% whole wheat bread.
Yeah.
And for the first time in my life, I'm meal prepping. I'm cooking 97.3 lean ground turkey, cooking skinless, boneless chicken breast.
All right, before you know it, you're gonna be competing CrossFit.
Let's put it in neutral for a minute.
Hey, I like this stuff.
Any man. So my body type, I'm 6'5". I was about 255, 258 when this started. My weight is only really in my gut, right? I'm not really.
You're well proportioned.
Well proportioned, but the weight was mostly in my gut, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's for the fat's building up. You got to get your fat off your liver. You got to get your body burning the fat that you're bringing in. And also I operate in a calorie deficiency too. So you got to figure out how many calories your body needs, and you got to operate in a deficiency. Me personally, I'm operating anywhere from 700 to 1,000 calorie deficiency every day.
So what does that mean?
So your body height and weight, and you probably understand this, you're going to consume X amount of calories every day just from living.
Consume
your body
burn.
Your body will burn X amount. I said that wrong. Your body will burn X amount of calories just from being a human being.
Yep.
Like your heartbeat, your lungs, your breathing, your circulation, all this takes energy. So even if you just sit on the couch and watch TV for 24 hours, you're going to burn X amount of calories just by living.
I just got that scan done that told me that. I didn't know that until about maybe a month ago.
This is all stuff I'm learning.
How much I was burning.
And it's totally dependent on your height and your current weight, your age, and your kind of activity level. It's not really based on that because this is resting calorie burn. So if you did nothing, for me, for a guy my height, my age, and my weight, it was around 2,500 to 3,000 just by existing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's high.
Yeah. So
that's good.
Well, it's again, height, weight, right? Height, weight, and age, right? So basing it on 2,500 calories, what I use just at rest. And then I add in kind of my movement at work. I'm walking about 4 miles a day with my steps. I get about 15 to 17,000 steps a day. Long story short, I operate anywhere from 1,000 to 1,400 calories every day.
That's what you're eating.
That's what I'm eating. So that's what I'm consuming every day.
Significantly more.
I'm burning more.
Burn more than what you put in, and you will.
Yes. And also the other thing is drinking pop. Drinking pop's not great. Drinking diet pop is probably the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
So I drink water to the point now where I was actually drinking too much.
Yeah.
As they say, you want to stay around. For me, again, for my body type, it was around 60 ounces, 64. I was doubling that. I was just drinking. Oh, I got to drink water.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, why am I getting all bloated and all this? I'm carrying all this water weight.
No.
So long story short, go to the doctor.
So let's land this plane here.
Yep, let's land.
So 72% of men said that they would rather clean a bathroom than go to the doctor. And that was a survey done by the Cleveland Clinic.
I believe that.
And on average, men wait significantly longer than women to go see a doctor. My wife, I'm going to put her in the man category.
Okay.
I go to the doctor way more than she does.
Okay.
We will let something linger and fester and I have to I'm like, dude, will you just go see a doctor?
Right.
We are not in the 20s anymore.
Yeah.
We can't just look the other way. But 60% of men only go to the doctor when they feel something is seriously wrong.
Right.
Men wait on average 4 to 6 months after noticing symptoms before seeking medical help.
So to that point, with the liver disease that I have, that a lot of people have, you may never know until it's at cirrhosis. So when you get into liver cirrhosis is when you start seeing the jaundiced skin and you start feeling what's going on.
Yeah.
But once you're in cirrhosis, there's no going back.
Nope. Cirrhosis is
it's end of the road time.
Yep. Just transplant time we're talking.
Or not, and you're done.
Yeah.
Right. So had I not just gone, which, there was a lot of influence from my wife pushing me to do it. It was like, you're not as young as you used to be. You need to get a baseline. You need to know where you're at. I fought her. Finally, like, okay, just do this. So everything else was fine. Like my cholesterol levels, I'm not pre-diabetic, none of that stuff. It was just, I ate like crap too long.
I'm glad you're back.
So I've since changed my diet dramatically and I feel better. Lost about 10 to 12 pounds.
Good.
So it's a journey.
Look at you.
It's a journey.
You're finally treating your
Yeah.
Ferrari like a Ferrari.
Yeah. Go to the doctor, guys.
Instead of treat it like a damn Chevy Malibu.
Go to the damn doctor. You
Yeah.
might catch something with time to fix it.
Here's my analogy I give to people is your body is the only body you got. And it's your vehicle that gets you around this world.
Yeah.
It's a Ferrari. It is not something less than that. I don't care what you want to call it. Call it a Bugatti, call it whatever. If you're a truck guy, I don't know. It's the Rolls Royce truck.
Right.
It's the highest end of anything.
Yeah.
You would not roll up to UDF, Wawa, Shell, BP, and just throw 87 in there. You're going to seek out the highest and best octane gas in your city, and you will drive there and you will go the extra effort to put the good fuel in. Food being the fuel for your Ferrari. Think about it that way.
Well, I think food's taken for granted. I think our lives are taken for granted. Unless you're feeling something.
Yeah.
You think you're fine, your body can digest anything. But once you get a real understanding of what you're eating and what it's doing to you, it's very eye-opening.
Yeah.
And it was like, to me, I made that decision overnight. When the doctor told me this is what it looks like you've got this thing, it's called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and I'm going to send you to a specialist. When she told me that, I started researching it that night on Google. And when about an hour later, when I had an understanding of what it was and what I needed to do, the next day my diet started. I quit everything cold turkey.
Well, you have to, man. You get a scare like that.
It was 2 weeks of hell.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now.
And then, I'm so glad you said that
The
too.
hunger,
Because
the headaches,
because you no more caffeine because you stopped the pop.
Yep.
So you're going to get the headaches.
2 weeks of hell.
You're not eating as much.
Correct.
For the fun stuff that you used to eat. So now your body's you hit the brakes.
Yep.
Real hard.
Yep.
And your body wasn't wearing a seatbelt.
Correct. Went right through the windshield.
Smack through the windshield. But
through the windshield.
Once you got up, dusted off a little bit, spent a couple weeks in rehab. Not real rehab, but
I had to focus. I had to put my mind to it.
Yeah. Because it's a mental game.
When you realize it, they say you can go, you can go like something like 10 to 14 days without food or something stupid.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. The last number I heard was 11, but you're right in the ballpark.
So why are we eating 5 times a day? It's because your brain's telling you. You've got yourself tricked into like all the ads you see on TV, everything you see here on the radio.
Yeah.
So I had to fight that.
Plates. What's weird is the plates in the United States are much larger than the plates in other countries.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because we've been traveling.
The size of the actual plate.
Physical plate is bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we put more food on our plates and we're just gluttons.
So once I mentally locked in, it took about 2 weeks for everything to ease out.
And then
my stomach was upset. I had diarrhea.
You were pooping out all the toxins.
I felt nauseous. Like I would get lightheaded from my body adjusting to not as much food coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Once I got past 2 weeks and your body kind of resets. Here I am today. It's fine.
That's it, man.
Right?
It's awesome.
I won't say it's fine. I go back in like 5 more months to see where we're at. But as far as the diet change, do I still have cravings? Yes. If I went right now and got a burger from Burger King and ate it, would it do anything? No.
It honestly would probably upset your stomach.
Probably. Right. My taste buds have changed.
Yep.
All that good stuff.
You would not enjoy.
Right. Stuff tastes different to me now. Like we had pizza. I had a couple pieces of pizza at your place a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
Didn't taste the same. And I would eat a large pizza by myself.
That shit tasted delicious to me, bro.
Right. So to me, it tasted different to me. So
I was housing that pizza.
You don't remember. You don't know what you were eating.
Sure. I do remember eating a little bit of pizza though.
Point is like it changed everything and it did get easier, guys. So go to the doctor.
Just go to the doctor. Figure it out.
Because if you wait till something's bothering you and you're in your late 40s, early 50s, it's probably too late.
Especially if you have kids.
Yep. You need to be here for
them. You need to be there for them. And your spouse. I mean,
your wife.
Right? Everybody wants you here.
Correct.
You know,
Everybody wants fear.
so just do what you got to do. Put down the bad shit just for a second. No, you don't have to cut it all out, and you don't have to 100% cut it out. Have a cheat day here and there, but for God's sake, go see the doctor.
Well, since then, we've cut it out of our kids' lives too. Not completely, but we cut way back. It changed what they're eating.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little education for them as well.
You build healthy habits young, and they will grow up with healthy eating habits.
So had I not gone to the doctor, I probably wouldn't have gone until it was too late. And it was close to too late for me.
Well, I'm glad you went.
So my wife pushing me, some divine intervention, whatever you want to call it, I went at the right time.
I think this is where the plane lands.
That's where it lands.
I like it.
Thanks for watching.
Glad you're here.
Another episode of Midlife Playbook. I'm Matt. As always, here with Naeem.
What up?
See you guys later.
See you.